Very good evening and welcome to Rillex Television News. Niger State's #1 online TV. For sponsorship and advert placement in our news, you can reach the management of our mail at rillextvonline23@gmail.com. In the news today. Niger State government is set to recruit 1,500 youths. Governor Bago signs contract of IBB University Teaching Hospital. Niger State government is set to privatize state-owned media house. Presidential Election Tribunal rejects 15 witnesses in a Atiku case against Tinubu. And now the news in full. Niger State government plans to recruit 1,500 youths as the Niger Forest Guards. Governor Umar Mohamed Bago made this known while speaking to newsmen shortly after he met with the Vigilante Corps at the Government House, Mina. The governor, who commended the Vigilante Corps in the state for complementing the effort of the conventional security operatives in the task of protecting lives and property in the state, said the state has plans to employ 1,500 youth into Niger Forest Guards so that the state can take over the forest. It disclosed that the state government has procured equipment for the Corps as an encouragement and to enable them to carry out their duties effectively and efficiently. Earlier, Commander of the Vigilante Corps Al-Hassan Mohammed, DSP retired, described his men as gallant and that their vast knowledge of the terrain complement the effort of the conventional security agencies in combating banditry. He said that the desire to serve humanity and ensure security made them put their lives on line and appealed for synergy between them and the conventional security agencies. Executive Chairman of Boso Local Government, Ajia Rekia Ladidi, Bawa Boso, has assured the Bosolites that the distribution of palliative will be shared to all the poor and needy in the local government. The chairman, who was fielding questions from journalists, decried the manner at which some stakeholders had criticized the template of distribution of palliative. Gibeon Boso stated that most of the stakeholders in the local government wanted the money in cash for them to embezzle and not to share to the poor, which led to a series of meetings and cross-argument amongst members of stakeholders and committee.
We are abiding the rules and regulations of the governor. Right now, they are delivering everything that we have ordered. So the palliative, the items, the food items are not ready on ground. We're expecting everything to be complete today, God's willing. If you look around the council, you will see a lot of security men just to what? To save the items that we're keeping here, the palliatives that we're keeping here. We have everything in record. We have the prices. We have the numbers. We have the numbers of every item that is going to every polling unit. So everything in Boso local government is transparent. The number that you said we are giving in some wards, maybe that's their modality of giving numbers before they now give the palliatives. So we're out of it. Our own is to supervise and make sure that things are done the right way in Boso local government. Irrespective of party, despite the fact that I'm APC member, irrespective of party affiliation, once you're a Bosolite, you're entitled to the palliative. Because yesterday we had, we were supposed to pay them, and because it's in the market, they needed to load the things early in the morning. You understand? That's why, because they cannot bring out the food items in the evening. So that's why, if not, we have paid, we have arranged everything. But we don't have to rush anybody, because the distribution was given 3 days. That's today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. So I don't think we're behind schedule. We've ordered for rice, okay, spaghetti, and Indomie.
How many wards do you have in Boso?
We have 10 wards.
How much was paid into the local government?
100 million was paid.
Okay.
The 20 million that's each is it what or
no? Boso is 10 million.
10 million. But then people are saying that a deduction will be made in that 10 million.
Deduction for what? I'm hearing it for the first
logistics and all that.
And security.
Well, never. It's not from my local government.
So how did you take care of logistics? and security.
From my own pocket as a chairman of a local government.
Okay. So, ma, now, what's your call to Bosolite?
Because a lot of
them came out in mass today. I know this issue of subsidy money.
We have told them since yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You know, because of what is going on in the country, a lot of hunger. Let's face it, let's face the truth. A lot of hunger, right? So they can't wait, honestly, for the food items to be delivered to them. But we have told them that today we're going to receive.
People are saying that a deduction will be made in that 10 million.
Deduction for what? I'm hearing it for the first
Logistics
time.
and all that.
And security.
Well, never. It's not from my local government.
So how did you take care of logistics and security?
From my own pocket as a chairman of a local government. You know, because of what is going on in the country, a lot of hunger. Let's face it, let's face the truth. A lot of hunger, right? So they can't wait, honestly, for the food items to be delivered to them. But we have told them that today we're going to receive all the items that we have ordered for. Then we will divide them. Then tomorrow at 10 o'clock, they will start coming, to pick their items to their various wards down to the unit level. God's willing, we'll do. We have been doing a lot. It's not that it's after this one that we'll do something. We have been helping our people, and we intend to do more, God's willing, in the near future.
The chairman, however, hinted that she will not sleep until she makes sure that every person had received the palliative across the wards of the local government. Niger State government has signed a contract agreement for the conversion of the Shiro Hotel to Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University Teaching Hospital and the redevelopment of 3 Hem Zone at the cost of 18.9 billion naira and 11.6 billion respectively. Speaking during the signing of the contract agreement at the Government House in Mina, Governor Mohammed Umar Bago said his administration is making frantic effort to ensure that the state is transformed. He expressed optimism that the project, when completed, will create employment, solve health problems, reduce medical tourism, and increase transfer of skills as well as knowledge. Governor Umar Bago further stated that soon the old secretariat and judiciary complex will be converted to School of Midwifery and Health Technology. The Vice-Chancellor Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University Lapai, Professor Abu Qasim Adamu, was urged government to unlock all constraints to ensure proper national economic growth. Professor Abu Qasim made the call at second national conference of the Faculty of Management and Social Sciences on contemporary issues in national development. Problems and prospects held at the University Auditorium, Lapai. The Vice-Chancellor affirmed that an inclusive and sustainable plan was desirable over the period and beyond, so as to generate employment as well as reduce poverty. He said the benefit of national development is enormous and its absence is the foundation of our crisis in Nigeria and Africa, adding that security and economic challenges have weighed the country down. The Vice-Chancellor also explained that national development has some importance as it lifts people out of poverty, improves public health, brings better economic opportunities, increases access to quality education, and also reduces child mortality, decreases conflict, and increases country global standing, and also makes countries more resilient as well as creates a better quality of life. This is Rillex Television News, Niger State #1 online TV. Next, after the break. Niger State government set to privatize state-owned media house. Presidential Election Tribunal rejects 15 witnesses in Atiku case against Tinubu. The news continues shortly. Remember that you can follow and comment on our social media handles, Facebook handle at Rillex TV or our YouTube handle at Rillex TV. For sponsorship and advertisement in our news, you can reach the management via mail at rillextvonline23@gmail.com. The news continues, to stay tuned.
The Honorable Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Honorable Hajia Bint Mamman, wishes to felicitate with the outstanding Governor, Right Honorable Umar Muhammad Bago, as he marks 100 days in office. The staff and management of the Ministry of Information have mapped out strategic template in disseminating the activities of the Governor of all sectors. As grassroots politician, we believe in your administration will be the best among others. We pray to Almighty Allah to continue to give you you the wisdom and guide you in piloting the affairs of your government. Once again, congratulations, sir. Announcer, Honorable Hajia Binta Mamman, Honorable Commissioner for Information and Strategy.
Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. And now moving ahead with the news. Niger State Governor Umar Mohamed Bago set to privatize state-owned media outlets for better productivity. The governor stated this when he received the Nigerian Union of Journalists Niger State chapter led by Comrade Abu Madu at the Government House, Mina. The governor explained that the state expects more revenue generation from the media outlets but received nothing less, or therefore there was the need to privatize them for more revenue generations. Of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris has declared that as President Bola Tinubu marks 100 days in office, Nigeria has witnessed steady progress and national rejuvenation. According to him, during the said period, the president took a bold and courageous decision to remove the fuel subsidy to avert a national economic catastrophe. He said the fuel subsidy was a sword of Damocles that hung over Nigeria for decades. It stunted growth and set the country a-borrowing. In addition to subsidy removal, President Tinubu took further steps to unify the multiple foreign exchange market. While those two vital steps to save the country from hitting the rocks brought momentary discomfort to Nigerians, President Tinubu has never failed in his appeal to Nigerians to see the current inconveniences as a price we must all pay to save our country from disappearing. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured Nigerians of his renewed and energized focus on delivering his vision of a unified, peaceful and prosperous nation following the judgment by the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja. President Tinubu welcomes the judgment of the tribunal with an intense sense of solemn responsibility and preparedness to serve all Nigerians irrespective of all diverse political persuasions, faith and tribal identities. The President affirmed that his commitment to the rule of law and the unhindered discharge of duties by the tribunal, as witnessed in the panel's exclusive respect for the merits of the petitioners brought forward, further reflect the continuing maturation of Nigeria's legal system and the advancement of Africa's largest democracy as a system of government is under test in other part of the continent. The leadership of the Labour Party has rejected the outcome of Wednesday's judgment at the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal after its petitions were dismissed by the Justice Aruna Samani's led panel. The development is coming a few hours after the judgment threw out the petitions filed by LP lawyers, which the court said was clearly based on rhetoric. Some of the claims made by the petitioners included the nullification of the declaration of Tinubu as the winner of the election for failing to score 25% in the FCT, Tinubu's incompetence to contest the election following forfeiture in the United States, and failure of the Independent National Electoral Commission to transmit result to INEC election result viewer, among others. Reacting to a statement issued in Abuja, National Publicity Secretary of LP, Hobiora Ifo, swore that the party will not accept the outcome of the judgment. And with that story does it on the news this hour. Remember that our news comes to you every weekdays by 7 p.m. You can also follow our programs and events by subscribing to our YouTube and Facebook platforms on Rillex TV. For sponsorship and advertisement in our news, you can reach the management via mail at relextvonline23@gmail.com. Good evening.